Last night we saw the latest chapter in Hangman and Swerve, a 30-minute draw where Hangman says, nope, you don't get 5 more minutes. And we find out Revolution, a triple threat match with Samoa Joe for the world title. Is Hangman and Swerve the best rivalry in AEW history?
Oh, history. That's something.
5 years.
So let's think about that, Broads, for a second, because we saw a lot of Kenny Omega. We saw a lot of Kenny Omega in his matches, Jericho, CM Punk, and MJF.
Yep.
I mean, I would say that definitely it's in the team photo, and the
other ones I have written down also, Bucks and Lucha Bros. I feel like you can never go wrong with that. Maybe there wasn't like a story, but like anytime you put them in the ring,
yeah,
and goes back a little bit. But Britt and Thunder Rosa, before all the real life stuff, like that was a pretty fun storytelling with them.
It might be a good idea maybe for them to come back in the ring together and make some money.
Yeah.
But that's not how they do it in AEW. No, I hate you. Okay. All right. I don't have to really see you in the locker room. I'll just come to town. So you're not going to make any money. That's how they do it in AEW. You don't put personal issues, don't draw money in AEW, unlike how Jerry Jarrett said about the Memphis territory. Personal issues draw money, huh? But in Memphis, but not in AEW. So I would say that definitely it's been not just a feud, a blood feud. I mean, think about it. Hangman Page drank the blood of Swerve Strickland in that match that we saw Wednesday from Phoenix. And by the way, shout out to you, Phoenix. Boy, you talk about loud and into every match. That's not necessarily a starved area for wrestling. They get their share of wrestling in that area, but they were hot for Dynamite on Wednesday. And I'll tell you, bro, I think that has to be at least in the top 3 of feuds, to the point where when you see it, you want to see more because you feel like there's more to it. 30-minute classic. And I'll tell you something that AEW needs to consider. You have to do one or the other. Either not have time cues or always have time cues. When you did hear Justin Roberts say 25 minutes in, right? 5 minutes remaining. Okay, so you're groaning at that point, right? You're like, 25 minutes, this is going to go to a draw. Either don't say anything like WWE or always give me how I grew up, 5 minutes, 10 minutes elapse, 15 minutes elapse, that kind of thing, right? You don't just whisper in the mic, 5 minutes remaining. Whoa, 5 minutes.
Right.
Did he say 5? What did he say? And so you knew it was going to be a draw, but you thought you were going to get extra 5 minutes and you never got it.
Well, that's the thing. So going into this match, I didn't really want there to be another chapter. Like we saw Hangman win or lose the first 2. Swerve was 2-0. You told the story because I felt like Hangman winning and then making it 2-1, it would have been cheap. It would have hurt Swerve's momentum. For them to do what they did last night, it feels like they're flipping both of them. Like Hangman seems sort of heelish by saying, no, you didn't beat me. You had your shot. Swerve leaning into being a face. And that's not something I expected. And I was that impressed by what they did last night in the ring.
Yeah, that's a double turn in real life. We always think the famous turn of Bret Hart and Steve Austin in Chicago. We always see that as a double turn. But what we saw right there, bro, was people are just in the Swerve. I want you to just think logically. Okay, so someone creeps into your house when you're not there, and your kids are there.
Yeah.
There is Swerve Strickland whispering into your kid's ear about what they're going to do to you, the dad. And somehow, some way, you're the asshole.
Right.
Like, you. Wait a minute. Wait, you came into my house, talked to my kids about what you're going to do to me, and I'm the baby face?
Yeah, that's wrestling fan logic, I feel like.
Wait a minute. Like somehow, some way in 2024, Hangman Page is the bad guy for that. Okay, so once again, you lean into it. And Swerve Strickland, and I've heard him interviewed several times this week leading into our show, man, he made the quote, he goes, I can't control what wrestling fans like and don't like. I'm still just me. I do heelish things. It's funny, he was asked on Busted Open this week, it's like, where'd you get your persona from? He goes, Wesley Snipes, Blade. That's what he said. He goes, because the way he walks, and like the stuff in his mouth and that kind of thing. And that's like, he goes in the hair, he goes in the way I approach life. It's kind of slowly, kind of smooth. He goes, yeah, I'm pretty much Wesley Snipes. That's really my persona.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, which opened my eyes. I'm like, yep, I've seen enough Snipes movies to think that's interesting. Because you got that feeling has to come from somewhere, right? So that's what. But people like him. It's not just Nana and the dance; they like Swerve too. And that match was a banger, man. I mean, so hard hitting. I mean, there's some moves there, and I'm just like, boy, you're gonna do a dead eye on the table,
Yep,
brother. Let me tell you.